Scorpionic, how you doing? Or Psychonic or Psychops? Something to do with a special fucking program in your head, Psychops, one eye. Someone could have one eye, maybe, or they've got an eye on you all the time. But I'm picking up Psychops, something to do with an eye test. You might need to go to the hospital for an eye test, really? Someone's got one eye or Psychops, or they have like psychic vision. Something to do with a psychic medium. That's normally a Scorpio thing, right? Or a thing, Stephen, myself, Stephen King. But yeah, something to do with Cyclops. It keeps saying a Cyclops, something to do around an eye, like an eye test, or something is in my eye, or I've always got my eye on you constantly. I mean, is someone like spying the shit out of you or something like that? Like, I've always got my eye on you all the time, like one eye. So, I don't know. Anyway, let's see. So, Scorpio, so we're not going to channel so much. I'm kind of getting a little bit kind of fed up with that, to be honest with you, just for a little while. So I thought I'll get this deck out. Someone could be getting their dick out, I don't know. But they could have a new dick or something like that. But I've got this new deck out, okay, and we're going to see what this says for you. And then we're going to clarify a few, and then we'll look into your weekly, okay. So sit down, take a seat, and let's have a look. So it's around. Sit down, come in, madam, take a seat. Some of you might be going for an appointment for something that's saying, you know what, just come in. Yes, okay, yeah, take a seat. I'll be there with you in a minute. So I'm picking up like appointments. It might be like where you're going for an eye test. And like, you know, you go in and say, hello, madam, come in, sit down, yes, take a seat. We'll be right with you. Just need to see someone else first. And then as soon as we're finished, I'll get with you in a minute, right? So I think it's a lot to do with appointments or something around an eye test or something. It could even be the dentist, I don't know, or a doctor's appointment. But you've got to go and you go like, hello, madam, yes, come in, sit down. We'll be with you just after. We're just going to sort fucking Joe, Fred out and Nige sitting there. And then when we're finished, we'll get back to you. So something like that, okay, like an appointment of like, right, we'll get back to you when I can do this, okay. So you might be making appointments or sitting down, and then when you do, they say, okay, just take a ticket, okay, take a seat, and you are like third in line. Is normally what they do. Ding ding. So it could be right. Something to do around, like I said, an appointment that you've got. Okay. So let's see. I'm also hearing the names Scott or Scott, Sarah, Steve, Sassy. Anybody beginning with S. Okay. So let's see. So what can you tell me that Scorpio have got coming up through this deck, please? Scorpio. Career. So it's going to have something around your career. That'll be obviously something around work. I'm also hearing career, as in like you could be from Korea or a courier service, or you could be eating curry, or someone that has a lot of curry all the time, like curry this, curry that, like mix. Okay, some of you might be mixing, mastering, doing VSTs and music like I do for Angel Radio. Okay, I do have Scorpio in my chart, but you can watch this as an Aries. If I didn't say also, sorry you guys. You can watch this as a life path for a Scorpio and an Aries, which means that you can watch Aries readings as the same energy as the life path for. Okay, you or anywhere, it doesn't matter whereabouts it is. I'm also hearing you, anywhere, alchemy, and you, Natalie. But I'm picking up something to do around a courier service or someone that eats a lot of curry. Okay, eats a lot of curry. So you could be like mixing, mastering music. You could be mixing in the kitchen and you're doing a load of things around spices, or you could be ordering yourself a curry, which is that, right? Now, some of you might be from like getting things from curries, which would hopefully be my other television. So in Britain, we have a place called Currys. It used to be a part of PC World, and it could also be Currys. Okay, you from Britain will know what I mean. Currys is a place that sells televisions, electrical equipment, like food equipment, blah, 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 games, computer games. It's all electronic. It's called Currys. Okay, so you might be waiting for something to be delivered to you in a van or a car. You could be dealing with a Life Path 7, a Cancerian, but something that could be coming up for you where it's being delivered to you, which means that you may order out quite a lot of its food, and you have curries that are brought over to you, and you're like, okay, tonight we're going to order a curry. Okay, that's one message around food. Curries is also, like I said, if you're waiting for anything to be fixed and repaired. Could also be a car that you're waiting for it to be repaired, and you're waiting to get news, and it's like, okay, just sit down, bruv, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I've just got it. Hold on, I'll go in the back room and I'll get it and I'll bring it out to you. It could be a television like myself, waiting for my other TV that I use for mixing and mastering. There's one here, but I use one over there where all my equipment is. So you could be like that, like waiting for a TV to be fixed. You could be waiting for a car to be fixed. Some of you are waiting for it. Now, a courier service is also like an Uber. Okay, so you might order out and have an Uber deliver it. You might be a taxi car driver, something like that, and you might do it for a living. Some of you might have to go out and pick it up and put it in the back of your van and then come home, and then you also might be having it fixed by a friend. Or you might have an MOT or something like that. I'm also hearing hopelessly devoted to you. So something around alchemy and you, Natalie, or devoted to you, a Virgo, which would be a life path 9, or Virgo, of like I'm a hopeless romantic. Some of you, it might be something around like where it, apparently, I don't know, but is it Valentine's Day coming up? I really don't know, but I think Britain and whatnot, you have it different. I don't know. But I'm hearing like someone ordering out and like a hopeless romantic, like we're going to have a romantic night in or a romantic night out, and it's like a candlelit dinner or something, but we're going to order out and have something like from a Curry's, and then we're going to have it inside and eat together or something like that. So it might be like something that you're going to eat together, but it would more than likely be curry, is what they're saying. Okay, now a courier service is obviously things that are delivered like Uber or a van that you've waited for, and it's a courier service and you're just waiting for something to be delivered. Okay, and also I'm also hearing bad news or good news on the doorstep, like something on your doorstep. They come and they put it, let's just hope it's not a shit bag, but someone puts something on your doorstep and they go bing, and then they go and they're like, okay, there it is, it's DBS or something like that. Might be driving, something's around car, and a DBS is obviously something that's delivered, but DVLA is also something around a certificate of driving authenticity of a car, or like MOT or something like that, of a certificate of proof of identity, or something that is being delivered to your door, and the doorbell goes and then you have to go and get the package. Okay, it's also what I'm hearing through Korea. Scorpio, and we said we weren't going to channel. So let's see, Scorpio, trust in the fact that my career is going really well for a lot of you. If you have any second doubts about your job, don't. It's going really well for a lot of you. Some of you are finding trust in your actual partner, and someone could be looking for a trust fund. So there could be a fundraiser, it could be raising hell, it might be have something to do around a Capricorn or a Cap Gemini. A trust fund where someone might be putting money aside into a trust fund. Okay, so like I've got an ISIS account and I've got a savings account, and I'm also might having to go to the bank account in order to look into putting some money into a savings account. There could be like access to something here of around children or grandchildren, also feeling for a lot of you, of a trust fund. Okay, like I'm going to fund you something, blah blah blah. Could be donations and stuff like this. Some of you, when it comes to around your work and your career, it's a very trusting job, meaning that it isn't going to go anywhere. Like it's a job that I've been doing for ages. It's a job that I've been doing that I love, and it's very secure, and it's not really going anywhere. Neither am I. I'm just going to continue to do this because I love my job. For a lot of you, okay, very trusting job. Let's see, Rob. I'm also hearing Rob, Robin, Robert, also Robertson. Something to do around Tina or Al. Steve, also the name, and then also people that are doing taxi car runs, jobs for children that may do things like I said, pick up children, take them in a bus, or a bus driver, only crane driver, something around a Taurus, could well be in your soul group here. Let's see, grounds for divorce or ground worker, someone that's having some work done on the floor or on the ground, like underground, overground, Wimbledon free, someone that's in Britain or London. To be quite honest with you, that is actually what's going on out the back there now. Sorry, but I come up in my own readings. I have a Scorpio rising, okay, and also Aries in my chart. So what we haven't done, it might be related to you, so I'll tell you anyway. Out in our back passageway, come around the back passage. There you go, there's that message. So out the back, okay, we have a drain, okay, and the drain, after 30 years of being in this place that we built, is starting to sink slightly. It's not really sinking, it's the fact that the sand underneath is right near all of the stuff where the water flows through the house and then comes out and goes down below. Eventually the sand starts to disintegrate, and then the slabs that lay on top of it start to go down like that. So in order to cover some of that up, there wasn't a slab that was put down, okay, it was a piece of concrete. So the concrete, old concrete, needs to come up. The sand needs to be putting more sand down, raising the level of the sand, putting the slab on top of it in order to make it flush with everything else, and then do some piping, okay, of the sink and the taps that come out and go down underground. So you might be having some kind of groundwork that is done around the house, anything that is electrical or anything like that, and you've got like workmen in, or you're doing it yourself, and there is work that's being done on the house itself. Okay. So I'm hearing that for you, for a lot of you, through trust. So okay, so some of you, they're saying that you might be digging into your trust fund in order to build up stuff around the house. Meaning, like, if I want to sell the house, I'm going to have to look after the house by doing it up. If I want to keep the house, I still have to do it up. Okay, you might be looking for foreclosure or for foreshore or something like that, or for sure someone from Ireland. Okay, but like, it's a trust, meaning it might be groundwork, and as long as the floor's right, we can get everything right after the floor. So is what I'm picking up. Like, it's a trusted foundation. So some of you might be like looking into your pension. Like, if you with an old pensioner or something, they might be looking into their pension in order to needing to dig into a certain amount of savings in order to get certain work done that may be like around the house. In order to get that done, I've got to dig into some savings that I've been saving up for a while. That could be like a pension scheme or some kind of trust fund that I had or have. And because of that, now I can dig into that in order to do things around the house for a lot of you. Really? Out of career and trust. This is a good card deck. Let's see. Scorpio, life purpose, the tree of life. Tree! It's a tree! Some of you might be planting trees or flowers and stuff like that. Okay, but yeah, something to do with around ancestor stuff of looking at my roots. Some of you might have garroot or root. You might be looking at some turmeric for a lot of you of what I take. But I'm also hearing like roots, like it's down below, might be a tree that you need to pick up, pull it out, and then it's got roots, and then you need to obviously work out all of the underground stuff because of roots is also what I'm hearing. Roots, rude. Someone's very rude, very crude, very... Go on, Tyrone. But like very crude or rude. Okay. So what does career mean, and what is that here for Scorpio? Children, grandchildren, or children, or friends. Helping out a friend. Friends will be friends. So if you have a career based of clients, you're getting clients in, you've got people that are like consumers of very interested in what it is that you have to say and what you have to give to them. And your career could be, say, for instance, if it's this, be doing this. This would be you lot watching this. Clients, people hopefully joining Patron in order to help me out. But that kind of stuff, right? There's also fast action. Jackson, Jackie, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jackie, Jasmine, Jack. Trust, something to do with trust my mother or father. Three of Pentacles, Pisces. Trust fund, banking and money. Excuse me, access to that. Some of you, it's college grant, or you're saving up for grandchildren or children for their future. Like, it might be an investment into the future, which could mean, like I said, it could be a house, a home, and it's my investment. It's my bank, it's my money, it's my house, so we're going to do it up, blah, 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 rather than live here or sell it, or the fact that we're building something up for my trust fund, okay? Trust fund. So we're doing it for you. Life purpose. And it is your life purpose, basically. 10 of Cups, happy as a pig in shit, happier than Larry. Larry the Lamb's Hotel. Something to do with lamb. You might be eating meat or lamb and stuff like that. Lamb, pork, chicken, stuff like that. And some of you, this is your life partner. This is your life partner that you're with. Okay, your life purpose is all focused upon your love life of around maybe a Piscean. 3 is a Pisces to me, 10 of Cups is a Pisces to me. So you could like be like myself of a Pisces sun sign or whatever, okay, and you've got Scorpio or Aries in your chart, and you're watching this, and you're with your partner, and you're talking to them a lot, and it involves someone around your work, maybe your work sector, and you talk to them a lot about what goes on around your job and your work, blah, 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 you know, all that kind of thing, and you're with your partner, and that is your life purpose, and this person gives you purpose. Like, it gives me satisfaction to be able to do this for you, to talk with you, blah, 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 and to be happy, okay? That's just a very quick one, just... show you how I read for other people that are unaware of how I pretty much read cards. So yeah, what do you think? Do you like these? Does it make any sense to you guys? Or the sense that makes none? Let's see. So Scorpio, what have they got coming up for their week, please? Scorpio, what have they got coming up for their week, please? Any messages that you have for Scorpio, please, for this week, starting now. Leaving. I'm Leavely, from Leavely, or Leavely. Listen, Elijah, Leavely alone. Just leave it alone. Leave it alone. Stop picking at it. Okay, just leave it alone. But no, it's like, no, I'm on my way out. So, like, are you free? Yeah, I'm just on my way out. I'll be back in a moment. As soon as I get home, I'll give you a call. Is what I'm hearing. Michael. It might be a crab, could be a Cancerian. Like, I'll give you a call. As soon as I'm free, I'll give you a call. When I get home from work, I'll give you a call, okay? Like, okay. So, I don't know why I'm picking that one up. So basically, someone goes out, they go to work, and they give you a ring when they get back. You got Gemini, Capricorn energy here. You got someone that travels quite a lot for work. They go walking, so it's at walking distance. Like, I'm just going to walk around there. So I'll go for a walk. That's what I'm hearing. I'll go for a walk the dog. Some of you, someone walks the dog quite a lot, or well, you won't walk a cat. So something to do around walking a dog. You might have a dog called Molly. Yeah, but this is forward, like future forward. Like, I'm looking forward to meeting with you. I'm looking forward to speaking to you. I'm looking forward to getting home at the end of the day to sit down and relax and talk to you. Like, I can't wait to get home. I can't wait to get everything finished that I have sort of like built up throughout the day. I can't wait until I actually get to see you. I can't wait until we meet up. I can't wait to talk to you, blah, 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 so on and so forth, right? So I feel the dialect is kind of going quite well between you and a person here. And some of this would be family and stuff like that. Someone does a lot of chores for someone, is what I'm picking up. Like, they do a lot of things for the family. Like, it's all about family, and we do chores and stuff like that, like shopping, cooking, cleaning, blah blah blah, chores. I was hearing like a housewife or something like that, and I do a load of kind of like, you know, a well kept woman or something, or well kept keeper. Kipper, something around a fish. If I say kipper, you say cod, haddock, place, kipper, fish. Let's have a look at your kipper. Let's have a look. Pisces. Sorry, you really could be dealing with the Pisces for a lot of you. Or you've got it in your own chart and you're dealing with like Capricorn, Gemini, Leo, Aquarian energies, or Aquarian mainly, I feel there. Pisces would be an Aquarian anyway. Let's see. I've gone blank. Scorpio. What they got coming up, please? Scorpio. Ooh, what is that? Headed towards disaster. Disastrous. Russell Crowe, Brandon Lee, Russell Crowe. Every day I'm hustling, hustle, bustle. 6 and 1 is 7, but it's still milk him. Go on, milk him. Go on, milk him. Something to do with your tits, maybe. I don't know, like teats, or like milk them or something. Milk, lemonade, round the corner's chocolate aid. Chocolate aid, it's round the corner. It's round the corner. Scorpio, what have they got coming up, please? Scorpio got coming up this week, please, for Scorpio. Why? What? What the fuck direction is anybody going in here? Who is it that you're trying to block out? I mean, it could be a family member. You're like, nah, I ain't got time. Because it's like, I'm going to arrive, and as soon as I do, you're going to tell me to piss off. Yeah. This could be an ex or someone. It's like, look, I'm really wondering and thinking about coming forward to say something, and that every time I come forward, like every time I come round to ask, you fucking get really defensive. Like, what's the point in that? Right? Who is that you're trying to cut out? Is it your love life, or is it family, Scorpio? Or is it none of the above? I don't know. But it's kind of like, okay, I'm really thinking about going. Okay, yep, 6 of swords, yep, I'm going. Okay, 6 and 1 of swords is 7 of swords, yep, let's go forward. And then, boop, hold on, what? No? What do you mean no? No? Have you? It could be around work. Right? Especially if you're doing like a Libra, that really came up. around work. Scorpio. What's going on around Scorpio? Scorpio this week, please, for Scorpio. The star, Aquarian, 8, Leo. Well, the star is waiting. It's like, well, I'm just a thing in the wind. Wind in the willows. I've got wind at the moment. Wind. The wind beneath my wings. Bette Midler. Betty. The name Betty Crocker. Maybe some sort of narcissism or whatnot. Or a cook or a chef. Gary. Tina. Oh, if you're dealing with Tina, then you want to fucking... Well, the Tina I know. Jeez. What is that? Well, you have equivalently 100% cut off someone from the past. They're like, well, you fucking don't even bother coming back. You don't even bother, don't even bother getting here, because when you do, your answer's going to be no. So it might be where you've set a firm boundary up with the past and said, Felicia, I don't give a fuck whether you fly away or come back or do what you like. You can do what you want, but the answer's going to be no here. That's to anybody, Like, well, you can come if you like, but your answer's going to be no when you get here. So say, yeah, but I want to come. It's like, nope, sorry, no. Scorpio, what is going on with Scorpio, please, this week? Please, Scorpio. Well, there's Harry right there. When Harry met Sally. I mean, what is it, a fake orgasm, or are you being honest, or are you being truthful? It's like, well, I am. Of course I'm the truth, because I'm the star. I'm the star of the show. It's like... What is that? Is that the past is trying to come back and just trying to swerve the way back into your life for that? And you're like, bruv, what's that going to do? Really? Well, I need to hold it with both hands. Unless you're kind of having some sort of like, I don't know. Someone's getting offensive about their dick anyway. So, well, that's my dick. No, it's my dick. No, it isn't. It's my dick. You could be fighting over someone's dick. It could be called Richard. I don't know. Or Rachel. But like, what are you fighting over, people? There's plenty to go around. Scorpio. The sun. See, it gets really good. What is this bit about then? Here. 7 of Wands is setting up strong foundations for the future, basically. Okay. Strong connection, equivalently, right? But setting up a strong foundation of like, okay, as long as we're both on the same page... If you're on the same page as me, well then, bruv, we are writing our own destiny in our own book. So we might as well write a book. Unless you have written a book or something around a book. Okay, bookworm or Book of Shadows. Well, that's my Facebook. I don't use it, really. But like something around Facebook, maybe. You're getting really annoyed around Facebook, or someone's spying and like, fuck, I've got to cut this person off around Facebook. That's very weird, because if it wasn't for these, I wouldn't know what that is. Because I'm picking up where someone's maybe thinking that someone could well be approaching the energy of trying to reconcile from the past, and you're like, hold on, Jose. I don't really give a fuck, Lucy, or Lucy, or Laura, or Lucifer, but I don't really care, Don't try to get back into my life, right? Or... it isn't the names, it's something to do with around where someone believes that the other person might be approaching, like, well, I'm really nervously approaching something. It could be yourselves, right? I'm nervously approaching something that I know is coming up in my life, okay, and that I don't know what the answer is going to be to it. So it could be, like I said, a general, because if it is, why I'm saying that, if it's generally something that you're worried and nervous about that you have to find out, this means good news. It's sexual or anything like that, but it kind of means, you know what, I'm getting slightly nervous now. I'm worried about what might be going on. But 6 and 1 is 7. This is a 7 as well, so it's all forward movement, and it's approaching the energy of coming to very good news. Okay, so if you've got anything medical or anything like that, or anything on your mind that's making you worried, there is nothing to really worry about, because you get the star, the pick of destiny, basically, and then the sun. So it's really good news. This can also mean radiation and stuff like that, or radiators, like heating, a heating bill or something. Like someone could be waiting for some money so they can pay their bills, and then suddenly they get paid. But I'm also hearing, suddenly life had no meaning to me, but there's beauty in the world. So it's kind of like suddenly I had no meaning and I had no purpose whatsoever, and I'm on this pursuit of really not knowing what's going to happen when I get there, and then when I do, shablam, you know, everything turns out fine. So it could be worry for like nothing here. You could be waiting though. That's what I'm hearing, waiting. Scorpio, give me one more card, please, for Scorpio of what they've got coming up this week, please, for Scorpio. Yeah, 6. So it is a Gemini or a Capricorn, a grandmother or mother. Okay, and there's looking after, and there's health, and there's fitness, and there's work, and there's pharmaceutical drugs. If it's depression or anything medical, there is nothing to worry about, anything medical, okay, here. It can be cleaners, people that are worried about whether they're going to get any work. Yes, you are. Am I going to get any good news? Yes, you are. Are you going to get a refill on all of your medication? Yes, you are. Is this a doctor's appointment? Yes, it is. Does it go well? Yes, it does. Here. Well, so far. But like, this is good news on the doorstep. So bad news on the doorstep, good news on the doorstep. Meaning, like, it's on the doorstep of me finding out, and then when I do, it's not bad news, it's actually good news. Okay. All of these cards here mean yes. Yes. Okay. So it's kind of like that. Will you take thee to be your lawful wedded husband or wife? Yes. Would you go out with me? Yes. Can we go out on a date? Yes. Unless it's X. Right? But like, you know, can we go forward on this? Yes. I'm worried about something. I've got a doctor's appointment. What's the answer going to be? Yes. It's there. It's great. Okay. So, well, depending on what the question is that you're asking, because if it's something bad, what I'm hearing is here you get good news, basically. Okay. So anyway, that's what we've got for you. If you want to continue on with the full access bundle, that's where I'm going to draw you more cards, clarify them, okay, tell you everything that you got coming up within this week or more. And then we've been looking into challenges that you may be faced with this week. If there isn't any challenges, I'm not going to make a challenge if there isn't one. Okay, if things are going really well, that'll tell me things are going really well. That'll kind of tell me the answers of love and life and everything else. If there are certain challenges and you get challenging cards come up, I'll try to let you know who, what, where and when that could be, okay? Who it might be involving, okay? But that is on the full access bundle only. You can find all links provided below for personal readings, and also Angel Radio is a music producer. It's free music. There's a whole channel of it over there. You can find the link provided below also, okay? All right, guys, thanks very much. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.